Seg4 family, we're back. We here with Jada Blaze.
In the building.
Yes. So we're talking about your music. So we talked about depression. And we know, and that's another thing too. During COVID, we do see that a lot of people have been undergoing depression, and it's been heavy. Not to mention kids too. Like a lot of kids not being able to go to school and have that outlet, right? Their friends, being able to go away from the house, because a lot of people, a lot of kids, we don't even realize the impact that school has on their, being able to have that therapeutic moment to step outside of. Yes. So we talked about depression, and then you also came out with I Can't Breathe.
It says it all.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with, what we're fighting, what we're protesting while we've been walking in the middle of the roads with signs, trying to get justice for people like Breonna Taylor, trying to get justice for everybody we lost. I still feel like Trayvon Martin, we never got true justice with that.
Never.
Eric Garner, man, the list can go on and on about the people I feel we haven't had that justice for.
Right. So we see with Breonna Taylor, we see that her family was awarded, money.
Like that,
yes, a substantial amount of money. But still, that, for me, still doesn't equate to, obviously, her life. And it doesn't provide with any type of closure. I don't think you'll ever be able to get closure anyway from a life that's lost. But the way she was taken away from us, right? And then when you start to see the bits and pieces of the pictures that are being rolled out, you see that the world that we're living in is very ugly. This is an ugly world that we're living in, and
I think it's also a scary time, because I think Black people feel we're unheard, we're not noticed, and when we make a big deal, and especially African American women,
yes,
I think the noise that are made behind our males are still substantially different from women.
Yeah.
And I think we have a lot of women that have suffered police brutality that
right,
nobody speaks about,
right,
that nobody talks about,
right,
versus the men. And that's why I think it is very important that our Black men begin to stand up for Black women, because when it's one of them, the deal is way bigger.
Oh, yes.
And when it's us, it's almost like, I don't want to say swept under the rug, but the volume is way lower.
Right.
And that's why it's important for our Black men to protect. I know a lot of them feel like, well, why are we going to stand up? Why we got to? Because we need y'all, because somehow it's still a male-dominant world, to where when it's about you guys, it is next level.
Yeah.
She had been killed months prior to being murdered.
Right.
And
you heard
most
nothing.
of us, if not me, had never even heard about the situation.
It's
even
true.
though it was in New Orleans, even still, it hadn't touched the masses.
Right.
So what was the difference? And it was in her home.
Right.
So it's almost like, okay, like women are suffering. I mean, God, Black women, how much more can we take? We got to be strong, beautiful, forthright, loyal, everything. How much we supposed to take?
Right.
Now, when is the Black man going to stand up for us? Or when are the people going to stand by us? So I feel like when I Can't Breathe, I made sure I showed a clip of women, men, everybody that's been affected and murdered in this situation, because it's very important to understand, as a Black woman, my life is in danger too. It's not just him. He pulled us over, both of us could get killed,
It's true.
So I think women, we need that support, man.
We
Black
definitely
women
do.
need to feel protected. Like
Amen.
We are the most low valued women in the world.
Yeah, we have a lot of greats.
When we endure so much,
right,
you would think we will be put on a pedestal, but it's totally different.
Right. And it's unfortunate, because we have this unwritten basically box that we have to basically sit in order to be given respect. But are we really being our true, authentic self when we are in that box? Absolutely not, right? You have to be able to have a voice and speak out. But even in us speaking out, right, there's a certain script that we have to follow in order to not be criticized. You're too loud. Just recently they had to pass legislation for women to be able to wear their natural hair.
Which is so ridiculous, but we have been dealing with that forever, because
years.
in certain corporate worlds, we would have never been able to wear our
Nope.
natural hair and be ourselves
Yeah.
outside of our community.
Right.
So that is very much true. And
Yeah.
it seems ridiculous, but that has been the times
It's
we have been living
very
in
necessary.
silently. See, this is what I'm
Right.
saying. What black women have been enduring silently. So when I wrote that song, I Can't Breathe, I wanted it to be just about everything, the women, the men, all us are suffering. I can't breathe. You can't see us. You can't
Right.
hear us.
Right.
Where are you when we need you?
I know that's right. Sinks to Sink family, you know where to find us, though, at www.sinks2sinktv.com. We'll be right back.